Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, but you already know that, don't you? Because that's why you've tuned in. I think it's time to go. I think it's time to go old school with magic trees, I'm afraid. I'm not feeling it with these ones that you get free when you've had your car washed. No, I'm not feeling it. This is the best one, the original, the green one. Full of flow. Right then, you know what time it is, don't you? Oh yeah, you do. Weapon of the week. Weapon of the week! That's right, weapon of the week. This is the time of week where me, Big P, I decide who's behaved like a weapon in the last week. Well, it's a double weapon whammy today. Double weapon job. For the simple reason, there's too many of them now vying for weapon of the week. Too many people just coming out with stuff just for views and to be controversial and to arse-lick. Well, do you know what, mate? I'm not even in mood this morning for you. This gimp in front here in this Golf, we always have a few battles round here. Look, he's gone already, look. He can't help himself. Every time he sees me, he wants to start. He'll be slowing down in a minute. He wanted to race, and I'm not ready for him this morning. Just got up, it's too early for me. Otherwise I would roast him. Right, there's too many people bum licking, arse licking and generally spreading people's toast onto the shit, or is it shit onto the toast? I don't know, I've just got up. There's too much of it and it's done me head in. So this week's weapon of the week is a joint weapon of the week. Oh yeah, joint. Do you know what it is? It's Darren Mr. Matchroom Barker and Tony the Bell End Bellew. Yeah, that's what I've decided to go for this week. My personal choice, of course. No votes for weapon. It's who I pick. They have a problem with it. Take me on. I put your name up in lights. They know what that fucking means as well, don't they? I'll make them famous in their own town. Or more famous. Or is it infamous? But weapons of the week, and the reason I've chose it is because it's on another scale now, isn't it? That the rimming from pundits. 90% of pundits don't say what they say to everybody else when they leave arena, or when they're with the pals in pub, or when they're in bed with the missus, or they're a bit on side, or when they're in their own gyms or training in a gym and talking boxing. They don't say what they say when they've got the microphone in their hand, do they? Do you know what I mean? They say something totally different. And Tony Bellew, he's a different breed, isn't he? He's like, I don't know, could anybody get any more two-faced or backstabbing than Bellew? Or Barker as well, the Matchroom double agent, walking around reporting back on everything anybody says at these after parties. That's right, the Matchroom mole, aren't you, Barker? You fucking know you are, mate. And Tony Bellew came out, didn't he, and said, Conor Benn, the only two people I wouldn't put him in with are Spence and Crawford, Spence and Crawford. Only ones that don't put him in with, everybody else he beats, even Eshan. Right. Now, good old Andy Lee, who I thought he were going company man, Andy Lee, but obviously he wanted weekend. He forgot that Mike's returned on, didn't he? And he went, what? What about Enos and Ugas? Do you know what I mean? What about them kids in domestic level? McKinson, Jenkins and Conga, people like that. Because Conor Benn skipped all that, hasn't he? He went to fight a guy, Chris Algieri, pushing 38-year-old. Last stoppage Chris Algieri had was 10 years ago. Let me just stop here, middle of my clubbing. Hang on a minute. I want to get it by that wagon there. Right, 10 years ago. 5 add 5 is 10. 10 years ago. Chris Algieri's last stoppage, a TKO, and that were a bit iffy. 10 years ago. Alright? 10 years we out of stoppage. If you were spraying cars for a living, that's 10 years of runs in everything you've painted. But passable or orange peel, that's next stage, isn't it? You know when it looks like orange peel and you try and buff it up. Ah, it's alright, I've buffed it up. Well, it ain't alright. 10 years we had a stoppage. Eddie Hearn said he couldn't knock skin off a rice pudding 4 years ago. Right? So he'd not had a stoppage in 6 years when Eddie Hearn was saying that. Put another 4 years onto situation, and look what we've got. Hey, we've got somebody who can't knock the skin off a rice pudding. So that's what we're up against, isn't it? 10 years, pushing 38-year-old. Aesthetically he looked alright, but that doesn't mean nothing. Look at the state of Tyson Fury compared to Wilder. Tyson Fury needed a bra at the bottom of his back. 10 years we out of stoppage. But he's a roadman killer when he's fighting Conor Benn. Unbelievable. Conor Benn, aka the Vulture, the man who picks at people who are shot to death. Like vultures do when they see a wounded animal, they swoop in, don't they, and wait. Well, that's Conor Benn. He's copied the Dylan White school of boxing, ain't you, Conor Benn? Yeah, you know, kid, you know. Unbelievable how people can just go on about the narrative. It's shocking. Get this 30 mile an hour, whatever it, hang on. Going 30 down here today with cruise control on, just in case. Rain's starting to kick in now. Yeah, no more speeding tickets, not 100 quid a pop. Conor Benn, the Vulture, Tony Bellew, the Bell End, Darren Barker, Mr. Macho, embarrassing. But this is how I look at it. Tony Bellew coming out with that went down in my estimation as a fair pundit. How can these people be fair? They're supposed to be neutral. You don't get Graham Souness and Roy Keane, Micah Richards coming out with rubbish like that on Sky, dear. So why do we have to put up with it on DAZN? The hula hooping is out of control. They're spreading human shit on their toast in the morning. Most people put Lurpak on and a bit of jam, don't they? They don't put human shit from DAZN on their toast in the morning. It's embarrassing. It's on another level. It's on another level now. It's that bad. Narrating stories like that, it's shocking. Conor Benn's not got an area level, an English, a British or a Commonwealth, a European to his name. They're going on about him like he's number 3 in the world, Tony Bellew. You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind. As for Darren Barker, we don't expect anything else from him, do we? Somebody who married into Matchroom, and look at the state of him coming out with stuff like that. He don't even do views. Well, let's have a look at the Darren Barker situation. This is the man who's trained by Tony Sims. He's only Nigel Benn's trainer. Talk about being a pundit on your pals. Unbelievable. The bias is off the scale. It's out of control. It's weapon behaviour. Pair of them, Barker and Bellew, weapon of the week. It's shocking. Utter shocking. IFL Boxing Social, behind the gloves, seconds out, Fight Eye. They all know it's happening because to tell people I know. Don't say a fucking word. Not a fucking word. The bias is off the charts. Fucking hate Mondays. Full of flu. Just hope there's a couple of Lemsips in my office when I get there because I feel shit. got a big interview to do today, so listen, the bias is off the charts. I mean, Darren Barker, what are you going around putting Conor Benn in that, what did you say, freakish power and all that crap, all that, oh, you'll get all them down the line and all that shite you're chatting. What do you do, read it on the aeroplane when you come over? Is that what you have to do to get a job at Matchroom? You're unbelievable. Have some self-respect for yourself, Darren Barker. You've become an embarrassment. Have some self-respect. Jesus, you're not that desperate to get a job, are you? Have some self-respect. Hey? Oh, Darren Barker. Unbelievable, man. Pair of you, shocking. Everybody in boxing laughing at you. You want to see me inbox? From people in the game laughing at you two. It's amazing, isn't it, how people whore themselves out. Whore. Go get a fucking job, Darren Barker. Jesus. You and Bellew are an embarrassment. An fucking embarrassment to boxing. To punditry, the law. In fact, people need to send in to me, right, on email, porkycorner@mail.com. Send in your most embarrassing pundits in boxing at the moment and the most popular. Top 5. Let's not do. We'll do a top 5 on each, then that's 10. And I'll have a play about with it and throw a bit of something at it. Alright, we'll show these fuckers up once more. Because they make my job so much easier with all that hula hooping. Fucking embarrassment. So Darren Barker, Tony Bellew, weapons of the week. Double weapon of the week, pair of you. Alright. And on that note, just to let you know, Dave Caldwell, that these allegations are not going to go away. This is just the beginning. So I think you need to come out and do an interview. I mean, any other time we can't get you off IFL, Behind the Gloves, Seconds Out, Boxing Social, Fight Hype. We can't get you off YouTube. So you need to come out and answer these allegations. You're more than welcome to come on Porky's Corner. You can do it by Zoom. You don't have to do it in your gym. You can do it by Zoom. And I'll ask you these questions from these lads. Alright? And then once you've answered them, then I'm going to play a card that I've got up my sleeve and put this to bed. Alright? So come out, wherever you are.
Oops. There you go, Mr. Caldwell. Stop rubbing things out.